The Yes Bank earnings, which have just been declared, 342 crore rupees. Well, that is what the company has declared, and that certainly is surpassing the street expectations, given that we were working with an estimate of 323 crore rupees, and that was higher by close to 27%. You've got the net interest income figure, that's also come in, 384 crore rupees. So it seems like all of the banking candidates which have been doling out their numbers, be it a DCB, a South Indian Bank, an Axis Bank, all of them have been posting a stellar set of numbers. No exception for Yes Bank. 584 crore rupees, that is what they have clocked in terms of the net interest income, and this too surpassing the ET Now expectation of 573 crores. Let's just put it into perspective as to how it compares with last year. Well, the profits last year came in at 254 crore rupees, so a significant jump at 342. You've got 584 in terms of the NII. This is vis-a-vis a figure of 472 crore rupees. There you have it. The asset quality is coming in fairly stable. So for the third quarter, the gross NPAs are at 0.17% vis-a-vis 0.24%. Net NPAs at 0.04% versus 0.05 last time around. We're waiting to watch what they dole out in terms of their net interest margins, because this time around they will be benefiting from the low bulk deposit rates, and there is an expectation that the NIMs this time around are likely to expand by close to 10 basis points. Fee income is expected to be fairly stable, and loan growth likely over close to 20%. Okay, we do have the net interest margins, and they have come in fairly stable this time around, 3% vis-a-vis 2.9% on a sequential basis. But take a look at the stock price of a Yes Bank, and it's not reacting very positively to the numbers. In fact, just laying very low. It opened in the green, but it isn't able to sustain, and having a little trouble right now digesting those numbers. 527 is where the counter is currently placed at.
Poonam Sane, a banking analyst, joins us from the research team to give you more fundamental perspective on what to make of the numbers. Poonam, largely in line with what we were expecting, a little above your estimates though.
Very true. Largely in line is what we would say at over here. The PAT is at 342 crores, which is up close to 35%. Again, very robust net interest income supported by a robust loan growth. Excluding the credit substitutes is at 22%, and if we include the credit substitutes, the loan growth is about 27%. So largely in line in terms of the loan growth. The net interest income is fairly good. It's up 37%. Again, the margins were expected to increase or expand 10 bips on a quarter-on-quarter basis, and the margins have again come largely in line. They have expanded by 10 bips on a quarter-on-quarter basis to 3%. Operating profit is also good. The non-interest income, another key parameter that was supposed to be watched out for, has come in at 313 crores, which is up close to 48% YOY. Remember, in the last quarter, the non-interest income was up 29% YOY. So good traction on the overall non-interest income front as well. The CASA deposits also look fairly good. The CASA deposits have increased close to 75% on a YOY basis, and they are up close to 15% on a quarter-on-quarter basis. So that's a good traction on the CASA front. If we look at it, the CASA stood at 9,000 crore in the September quarter and is at 10,340 crores in the December quarter. So which is a good traction on the CASA front. Nearly 1,000 crores of CASA on a quarter-on-quarter basis incrementally. If we actually look at the CASA, at the incremental CASA, the bank has been nearly adding on around 800 crores of CASA since the last consecutive 2 quarters in each quarter. So the run-up on the CASA is surely doing very well for the bank. In terms of the asset quality, again, the gross NPA and net NPA is fairly stable. Gross NPA is 0.17% versus a 0.24% in the last quarter, which is again good. So overall, on all the fronts, I would say that the results are fairly pretty nice on all the fronts. Over to you.